Phasmophobia is a game about hunting ghosts and getting paid. You choose a contract, buy some gear, and use it to figure out exactly what type of ghost you're dealing with. During the investigation, you need to pay close attention to the way the ghost interacts with the environment and especially with you. Eventually, it'll trigger one of your main pieces of equipment. You then mark it as evidence. Finally, once you have 3 of those evidence, bam, that's your ghost. In total, there are 24 different ghosts, each with unique behavioral patterns that distinguish them from one another. For example, a poltergeist throws objects almost non-stop, so if you walk into a room and stuff is a-flying, it may be a polter. But you can't just mark that down willy-nilly. Oh no, no, no. The yokai exhibit similar traits, but only while you're talking near it. So if you're using open mic and chatting with some friends, Mr. Yokai might just be a little anky with you. Also, the game uses voice recognition. The ghost will respond differently depending on what you say to it. But it also might be a mimic who can perfectly copy the traits of any of the other 23 ghosts at random. But it also might just be a shade. You really never know with these guys. Now, normally this entire process can take anywhere from a couple of minutes to a good half an hour, depending on your group size and the difficulty that you select at the start. Most people play on intermediate or professional difficulty, with both providing a fairly similar gameplay loop. The real gamers, however, are over on Nightmare, where almost all convenience factors are removed. You have greatly increased sanity drain. Lower sanity means that the ghost will want to get you more often. Very few hiding spots, and the ghost will change its room on a regular basis, keeping you on your toes for the entire investigation. But the cherry on top is the removal of one of the 3 ghost evidence. Yep, the ghost just straight up hides one from you. This means that you aren't able to figure out exactly what type of ghost you have unless you familiarize yourself with those unique traits that we talked about earlier. But enough messing around now. You're not about to witness nightmare mode. Oh, no, no, no. What I have in store for you here is much, much more than nightmare could ever be.
Feast your eyes.
To put all of what I'm about to tell you in perspective, before custom difficulty was added, Nightmare was the previous hardest by a long shot. Now, look at its multiplier. Go ahead, take a look. It won't bite. And what was the multiplier that I just showed? Oh my gosh, what the? Yeah, we out here on 24x, boys. 24x difficulty is the result of tweaking absolutely every custom modifier to its hardest setting. Player speed, half. Sprint, nope. Flashlight, nice joke. Sanity, ha. Ghost, 50% faster. Evidence, 0. Nada. Hiding spots? Get absolutely rolled, you little punk. Well, would you? You don't have to play with all these settings maxed out. You can just pick and choose some of them to increase. And what am I, a baby? No. Also, the devs added in the shiny golden trophy specifically for beating 24x on the new map. That's also a factor. Now, you may be wondering, how do you even beat something like this? It just sounds like you're gonna die as soon as you go in. Well, gotta take a drink before this one. First, you need to design a loadout with not only the absolutely necessary items like smudges and a lighter, but also some quality of life ones such as a paramic and candles. Then you need to load in and look at your 3 optional objectives, which by the way are not optional on this difficulty as their completion is required as a part of the trophy challenge. So if you have any trash objectives, like preventing a hunt with a crucifix or witnessing a ghost event, you need to reset until you don't have those trash ones. And once you get 3 decent objectives, start bringing in your equipment 3 at a time. Yes, you can only have 3 pieces of equipment at a time. We'll talk more on that in 1 second. But be sure to not actually enter the building yet, as the ghost will instantly hunt you due to 0 starting sanity, and each hunt lasts 90 seconds. So you're just wasting time and potentially your money if the ghost spawns near you and comes for that booty. But anyway, after you have your necessary equipment inside, you need to equip the paramic and listen for footsteps in order to find out roughly where the ghost is. And if you don't hear anything over 5 dB, the ghost is not in your wing. So instead of wasting your time moving everything to a different spot in the building, you need to just reset and wait for the ghost to be in that initial wing. But you don't have to reset it. This makes sense time-wise. But anyway, once you know roughly where the ghost is, you need to move as much of your equipment as you can, as close to it as you can. But this is way easier said than done, because remember, you can only carry 3 things at once, and the ghost is way faster than you. So you either have to take a massive risk and not bring a smudge stick and a lighter with you, or waste 2 of your 3 precious slots by carrying a safety net and taking up much, much more time. Regardless, once your stuff is close enough to the ghost, you literally have to just sit there and wait out hunt after hunt after hunt after hunt and pray that your ghost knowledge is plentiful enough to determine what type of ghost it is just off the hunting patterns alone. Because remember, you will literally get 0 ghost evidence, and once you do have an idea of what the ghost is, remember that for the challenge, you still need to get those 3 bonus objectives and snag a ghost photo and get out of there in one piece. Did you get all that? No? Okay, I'll go a little slower. I said first you need... I'm just kidding. But I'm not kidding about everything that I just said. This difficulty is absolutely nuts. And after about 20 or 30 attempts, I don't know how many, I finally got it done. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. Oh, wow. That's close. EMF reader. Do we do EMF reader? EMF reader is not going to cuck me this time. I promise. I promise you. This here as well. The ghost still hasn't hunted. Maybe there's no ghost. Maybe we just win. Maybe there's no ghost this time. You're right. I didn't mean to skip. Gosh darn it. All right, come on. You have to be close, right? Somewhat close. Right? If you're not a West Wing... Oh, please be a West Wing ghost. I can do it. I can do it this time. Oh, it still might be here. Still might be here. Why is it 3.4? Okay, no, it's in here. It's in here. If it's constant 3.4, it's a faucet. There's a faucet on in here. What? Where'd he go? Now it's 1. 1.4. Dude, it's got to be a faucet. It has to be West Wing, right? It's got... Yeah. It's got to be a West Wing ghost, yeah? What is going on? Polter! Yo, it might just be a polter going nuts. Wait, we might just get a dub here. It might actually just be a poltergeist going freaking nuts. I mean, it has to be. It has to be. What other ghost would be doing all this? All right, you're in West Wing, right? Surely. Yes, it is West Wing. Look. Yes. Okay, we get the dub right here. We get the dub right here, boys. Oh, and EMF is going to be so... Oh! Oh! EMF is going to be so easy. Oh, I do need the EMF. Wait, who said I need EMF? You're exactly right. I'm sorry. I forgot I didn't have EMF this time. Yo, it's a polter. It's a polter, boys. Twins potentially? No, no shot. No shot. Or mimic. It could be a mimic. Hey. It could be a mimic. Oh, it could be a Thay. No, dude, it's interacting way too much. But you're right. If it's fast, I'm going to mark Thay immediately. Because it literally cannot be anything else. There's no shot. It's going to take a minute to get our stuff over there. It's going to take a hot minute, boys. But we're going to make it. 100%. Why was this closed? Why was this closed? This isn't West Wing. Why was this closed? Did the ghost come out into the hallway here? Yeah, it's something right now. Who closed that door? Did the ghost come out here just to close the door? It's got to be over here. The ghost has to be over here. How did that close? Maybe it is. Maybe it is twins. Hold up. Maybe it is twins. I mean, but the twins don't interact that much. Right? Like, how else could that door have closed? Is it a Yuri? Do Yuris interact with stuff more often? Does anyone know if a Yuri interacts more? I think it might. Because that's how it drains your sanity. It drains your sanity by interacting with stuff. And it might have slammed the door, because that's its trait. So we have a few options here. We have a few options here. I'm gonna get this dub though, real quick. Don't mind me, boys. It'll be a Mumek. Very small chance. Actually, oh, Mimic. Because it started as a polter, then it switched to Yuri and slammed the door. Like, I'm so confused as to why that door was closed. I didn't close it. And the Yuri special ability is to slam a door. But it also could have switched to a Wraith or a Phantom and TP'd on me to close that door. Yo, it might be a Mumek. It might unironically be a Mumek, chat. I'm not even joking. Don't close, don't close, don't close. All right, that's good. Do a candle. Bye-bye. Make sure it's in here still. Definitely in there. All right, I need one of these out here too, just in case it comes to get me. It shouldn't come out of this door, but just in case. I'm gonna stay out here for one entire hunt. We'll just listen the whole time for the speed. The only thing we're paying attention to is speed. Hasn't hunted yet, dude. This is so winnable. Absolutely. Listen. Come here. Where's the ghost? All right, we're freaking full sending here. Where's the EMF reader as well? Go until I get to where this faucet's on. I'm going in, boys. Wish me luck. Wish me luck. It's so far down here. It's a mimic. No, it's not mimicking Dio. It's mimicking Rev. It didn't see me. It actually didn't see me. Let's go. Let's go. It's a mimic. It's definitely a mimic. It has to be a mimic. Let's go. I ain't messing around, boys. I ain't messing around. We got the candle. We need to move all this up. Mimicking Rev. That's the only thing I can think of. It mimicked a Polter, then it mimicked a Yuri, then it mimicked a Rev. It could just be a Rev straight up. That doesn't explain all the interactions. About orbs? I mean, we have to take the camera in there, yeah. Dude, Rev is so good to get as well. All right, dude. Now we know it's not this, not that, not that, not that. It's literally only these two. I could just risk it here. If we don't hear the EMF reader going off and we don't hear footsteps right here, it's not over here. It's on the other side. I'm going to take a risk. I'm going to start moving all my stuff up. I need the other candle. I should go get the other candle. I'm getting the other candle. All right, I think this is the room. No, it's... Yeah, this is a good spot. This is a good spot right here. What? Excuse me? Okay, mimics can change every 90 seconds, right? Yeah, I think it's a Rev. Now I'm thinking it's a Rev. 30 to 120. Does it have to change? So 120 is the maximum time it can stay as one ghost? 'Cause that's big info. Hurry! Hurry! Get it! Come on! Yes! Woo! It's got to be a Rev. It's got to be a Rev, dude. It's got to be a Rev. Oh, shit. Yo, it's interacting so much, though. It's interacting too much. It's too much. It has to be a Rev. It has to be a Rev. It can't be any other ghost. It's below me. It went basement. It's basement. It's basement. It can't be a mimic. Dude, it can't be a mimic. Why not a mimic? Yo, we got to check. We've got to check. We've got to go check. We've got to go check. No, it's got to be Rev. Why do you exclude a mimic? Because it would have switched. It would have switched it by now, wouldn't it? Yo, it's too close to the. I gotta leave. I gotta leave, man. I can't go back in there. It's got to be a Rev. I think we wait for one more hunt. Any agreeers? I think we wait for one more hunt. Because, yeah, the only time it can't change is during a hunt. Okay, the only thing... We don't know that it was being a Polter at first. We don't know that for a fact. Oh, man, is it a mimic? But it was a Rev the past 4 hunts. What's the minimum time between hunts? 20 seconds, right? So the likelihood of it not switching off of Rev between 4 hunts is low. Very low. A Polter throws every 2... Yeah, it didn't throw... Well, okay, we know it's not a Polter. It's not a straight-up Polter. We know that for a fact. It's either a mimic, and it was mimicking a Polter at the start, or it's a Rev... straight up, or it's a mimic mimicking a Rev that hasn't switched off yet. Yeah, the mimic has to change what it is, but the issue is it can't change during a hunt, and on 24x, you're getting hunted 24/7. I believe the cooldown between hunts is 30. No, it's 30 seconds. It's 30 seconds for non-demons. Demons are a 20-second cooldown. Other ghosts, 30 seconds. So it has a 30-second window for it to change what it is. Does it reset every hunt, you think? Wait, what if this is how a mimic works? Every time it hunts, it resets that change timer. It can only change not when it's not hunting. And that 30 to 120 second timer resets entirely during after a hunt. Is that how it works? It's not going to hunt, number one. And number two, it's not going to show me ghost orbs here because it can't spawn in the hallway. I think the ghost has to be in a room on Asylum or Sunny Meadows. I don't think it can spawn in the hallway. Oh, this is so... we have literally a 50-50 here. The only thing that I'm confused about is why we had the door closed. Like, I'm not just making that up, right? I'm not making it up that door was closed. I went down, I dropped my stuff in there, I walked back, and the door was... Not the wing door. The door in between the west wing and the middle was closed. And that's like only if it teleported to me. No, unless it's been a rev the whole time. And what it did was it went downstairs and it somehow walked all the way down and around and was behind me. All right, I'm going back in. I'm going back in because I am done with this challenge. I have 3 smudges. We had the ghost photo. We had the ghost photo. Don't question it. Don't laugh. Don't laugh. It's a ghost photo. No ghost in the photo. It's a phantom. Is that the EMF? You can hear the dots, but do you hear the EMF in the distance?
I know what you're doing.
It's got to be a rev. It has to be rev. If it's still going off, that means the ghost is right on it. It's a rev. It has to be a rev. It's got to be a rev. All right, I'm going to stay in here one more time. One more hunt. One more hunt. All right, here we go. How far up was my EMF reader? I dropped it kind of close to here, didn't I? It's like right... Door didn't make noise? What the heck? The door didn't slam. It's still near the EMF reader. It has to be rev now. Okay, it's off now. We didn't hear any footstep except for like 2, and they were slow. And it was near that EMF for way too long to be a regular ghost. Because they would have been moving around much more often. But because it's so slow, it stays near the EMF longer. I'm thinking it's rev. It's just, we had some weird interactions at the start. We had like polter levels of interaction. Well, the mic was messing up. I think the mic was messing up because of the sync being on. I think that was the weird readings we were getting. The only weird thing is, how did that door close? How did that door close? That's the only thing I'm worried about. It might have been a mimic mimicking a phantom, a wraith, or a Yuri slamming the door, or a phantom or wraith TPing to me to close the door and doing a ghost event. Can a mimic switch from rev to rev? I don't know if it can do the same ghost. Like, think about the chances of that happening. If it is a mimic, this is insane. Because for it to be a mimic, it would have had to not change ghosts for 5 or 6 hunts now. How many hunts has it been? It's been too many. It would have had to not change ghosts or change back to the same ghost multiple times. There's no way it's a mimic. Okay, I mean, there's a chance. Oh my gosh. Should we just full send, boys? All right, we got ghost photo. We have all objectives. I've got Revenant marked. Come on, dude. I want to be done. I want to be done. I want to be done, please. I'm not looking. I'm not looking. I'm not looking. I'm not gonna look. I need to see your reactions. I need to see the pogs flying in chat. I need to see the pogs flying in chat. Come on, baby. I need to see the pogs flying in chat. I need to see them. I need to see them. Let's go, dude! Get me out of here! Stupid ass challenge! Get out of my face! Finally! Finally! We're done, dude! Oh my gosh! 2,285 XP, $1,900. Oh.